Like, you people, man. So what I was going to say in my outro, I decided to say in the intro here. We're talking about season premieres of shows, right? And especially network shows, especially sitcoms. A lot of the times, the biggest difference, the biggest evolution a show can have is between the end of season one and the beginning of season two. Because what you do is you have your off season. Everybody takes off. Probably happens towards the end of April, maybe the start of May, around this time of year, actually. For network TV shows, they're done. They're completely wrapped with the show. The writers are home. The producers are home. Assuming this is when we're not having a writer's strike. Everybody's home. They take some time off. They think about it. They do their autopsy of the season. They get fan reaction. They get critics' reaction. They've been renewed, so they're pretty good. But here's the 10 things we need to tweak about this show. We should have less romance. We should do more with the janitor. We should have less of the lawyer. People really hate Murphy. We should do more stuff outside of the hospital. Like every third episode, we should have several scenes outside the hospital. We should do, maybe that lunch area that right outside the hospital, but also maybe there should be a diner that we have several scenes in or something. We should do. We haven't done any pediatrics episodes or whatever, right? Like, there's so many things you can talk about. You run the numbers, you look at all the feedback, you get network notes. This is what the network thought about it, season one. A lot of times it'll be this particular character is not working, either recast them or get the character out of here and replace them with another character. We need a Hispanic character. We need another woman. We've got too many women. We need an animal. Like, there should be, like, somebody should have a pet. Whatever, right? Like, maybe like the dead dog thing. They did a lot of jokes the first half of the season. You notice that kind of tapered off? We should bring back the dead dog thing. People love that. Or people hate it. Whatever. So after the end of the first season, that time is whenever they sit down and they make a whole bunch of changes. Sometimes they change the sets. Sometimes they change the wardrobes. Sometimes they just change the tone or so. Or they get rid of a character. They add new characters. The season premiere of season two is the most important episode of any series. Because that's when they enact the changes. And that's what happens. The show either goes up or the show goes down. You very rarely do stay the same. Either season two is better than season one or season two is worse than season one. Now, sometimes, rarely, you'll see something like happened with Next Generation with X-Files, where season three is where they really got it right. They had 2 full seasons to fuck around, tinker, do the chemistry. Here's what we're right, here's what we're wrong. And then season three is when they actually nail it. So you'll see that. So sometimes season three can be important too. Typically, season two, especially the premiere, the first couple episodes are the most important ones. We find out what changes are made. Is the janitor coming back? I'm assuming he is. Is that the lawyer coming back? I assume he is. But like, if we see new characters, we won't know about Cox's wife for a while because like she's a recurring character, but she's not in every episode. So it would take 4 or 5 episodes to notice that she never comes back. But that decision can be made by now. So do we get a new character? If we get a new character, they're going to be introduced very on. If we lose one of our recurring characters, that's going to be mentioned very early on. So what do I think here? What is possible? I think status quo is God. I think that they really liked everything they did, and they didn't make any wholesale changes. I think if anything, it'll be minor changes, a tweak here and tweak there. Maybe we lose somebody like what's her name, Janice, or whatever. The only other nurse that gets any lines, essentially, like we can see her gone or something. Like they probably got a little bit of bump in budget. I'm assuming this is a pretty cheap show to shoot since they have an entire hospital. They don't have to keep redressing sets and pay the set fees and all this stuff, right? You don't have to. You're on a sound stage, so you're saving a lot of money there. So it would be interesting if we see a new character come in as like a bureaucrat and be some kind of adversary that kind of everybody hates it, like kind of puts everybody on the same side for a while. Think Vogel in House. I actually like that character. A lot of people think that didn't work. I like it. The times that House had an adversary, a recurring guest star adversary, were the best episodes of the series, in my opinion. Other people didn't like that. They wanted House to be on top all the time, like Rick Sanchez. He's never allowed to lose. I think it's more interesting if he can lose every now and then. So what do I think? I don't think they're going to replace anybody. If they do, I could see Carla. She's a weak link because she's basically in service of Turk, and she's a foil for Cox, but she didn't really get many storylines herself, right? Like, because if we're talking about who's really crucial to the show, Cox and Kelso are crucial. Obviously, JD, Elliot, Turk, all crucial. So the only one we see all the time who's not as crucial is Carla. Now, I don't think they're going to do this. I don't think they're replacing Carla. But I'm saying if any of those people I just mentioned would be replaced, she's the one I would do. Because you lose a lot if you replace Kelso. You lose a lot if you replace Cox, obviously. So all that. Yeah, so that's what I see happening. So I think there's not going to be subtractions. I think there'll be one addition. There'll be one new character who we're going to see a lot of. Probably not a lead, but going to be a recurring character. It'll be interesting to see if anybody shows up in the intro. Like they shoot a new intro and add a new person that are going to be really important this season. Probably they'll keep the same intro, but we'll see. That's another thing they can do. They'll change shit up like that, right? So yeah, I think the big thing here will be an addition. There'll be no subtractions. That's my prediction. Now let's see what happens. If I was going to predict what kind of character it would be, probably a bureaucrat, probably somebody who has power over a lot of people, maybe even Kelso, who's an a-hole, who will come in and maybe we'll enjoy them at first because they're an asshole to Kelso, but then they turn out they're an asshole to everybody. Some kind of bureaucrat, somebody you can call a shot caller, right? Because you have this is a teaching hospital, I think it is, like House was. I mean, all hospitals have interns, so it's not necessarily a teaching hospital, but this feels like a teaching hospital vibe, right? In that case, you would have a dean of medicine, the person who's basically in charge of everything. We haven't seen that character. We've seen the board. Kelso's the highest ranking character we've seen so far, but there's people above him. That may be who they bring in. That would be interesting. It'd be a shift in the power dynamic. All right, let's see if I'm right about any of this crap.
Then it happened.
Oh, so it's just been one day, huh?
Well,
she's coming back. They just showed her as a flashback.
My ex-husband is in love with you.
That's
true.
right.
And he knows.
He's having nightmares.
Perry talk about it all the time.
Looks like all these people are coming back. Carla, they would not be showing Carla if she wasn't coming back.
When are you going to tell Perry that promotion...
Which is what I thought, right?
...hooped for was filled months ago.
We could lose Todd, though. Maybe he got another job.
Dorian, that you're still crazy about him? I'm going to go ahead and do it for you.
Yeah, thank you for replaying the entire scene. What is this, anime? Jesus.
Perry,
you are we not saw the last season. What happened. We've got it on DVD.
Jay here.
Or maybe VHS back then. Yeah. This happened, motherfucker.
Good. Oh.
Hey, she said I was good. That's great, right?
But I couldn't shake this feeling that this was nothing more than a very, very
cool
bad dream.
Hey, it worked.
Good morning, Saga. Of course, I've been wrong before.
Yes, you have.
Your own bed. Baby, why you gotta be so cranky in the morning?
Yeah.
We were gonna sleep head to foot. Dude, either way,
that's
the
worse.
naughty...
Head to foot's worse.
Ready to go?
Shoes too? You're nasty. Hey, they didn't get rid of the dog. They're not changing anything.
I can't remember the last time I was in this foul mood.
You suck.
No.
Is that supposed to cheer me up?
Yes.
Who would laugh at that?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Roddy, hit that!
Of course he would.
I'm out of here.
You're sick, motherfuckers. And I'm talking to the writers.
I hate it that everything's so messed up between all of us, you know? Well,
that looked like Bob Odenkirk there.
My shoes on. It would have been impossible to lock in.
Yeah, nobody cares, dude.
Okay? Just be cool. I'm cool.
You're not cool. Hey, I like that song. Too bad I can't play it for YouTube. Is he one of the singers? Who was this band? I can't remember. Who the fuck was that band that's driving me crazy? I can't remember. Stop following me. It is his imagination. Yep, that's right, motherfucker. Too late. Too fucking late. He's probably the original singer, I bet. That's right. Why is Kelso... that makes no sense to me. Why is Kelso afraid of Cox? What can Cox do to him? That makes no sense. It feels like manufactured drama, right? The rest of it makes sense. Hey, I hear music. This is suspicious. They upped their musical budget this season. That's right, motherfucker. Stop singing. Oh, he's into it. Yeah, why couldn't you be jacking off like everybody else? You're in there singing. That's right. She wants none of it. Oh, well. Stop playing with the corpses. Sup? You're out of your mind. What's real and what's not? That's really good makeup. You had to go through that makeup process, man. See, nowadays you can CGI that in. You wouldn't have to put it through that. No, that was 2 hours in the chair, man.
I just wish one of my relationships could be back to normal.
None of them. Well, oh, yeah.
Looks like
That
someone
went back to
switched to
normal,
big
so that's
boy
good.
pants a little too soon.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
It's like I wet myself.
At least you
act-
still like me.
That's funny.
Yes. Not really, but yes.
Good God, that's cold.
This is new? I think this is new. Yeah, this is definitely new, obviously. They even remixed the music. I didn't see any new characters, so there's nobody important been added. Like, they must have really liked their autopsy between season 1 and 2. Like, nothing has changed. That's really interesting.
My spare pair of scrubs doesn't match, but I put my underwear in the
Oh, well,
microwave.
fuck it.
Them off, and they feel good.
Oh, that's disgusting.
What are you smiling at?
Can I have Mr. Buckley's chart, please?
No problem. And to get it yourself out.
You
know, Bob.
Yeah. They didn't even replace her. Like, they have changed nothing. I'm really impressed. They feel great.
Can't help but recall that children's fable about the race being the tortoise and the pain-in-the-ass chief of medicine that everybody hates.
Chief of medicine, that's what he is. That's right.
Pain-in-the-ass chief of medicine that everybody hates kept running out
He's
in
not
front
the
of
dean
the...
of medicine.
Right at the end... Gosh, I'm sure you remember what happened, Bob.
Yeah, the tortoise and the scorpion. We've all heard the story.
Clean through the chief of medicine's calf muscle, dragged into the...
That's right.
And all the other turtles
Rip his
devoured
leg
him
off.
alive right there on the race.
This is why you're afraid of him. You got to hear this bullshit every day.
No, but it's one that stuck
He's
with
gonna
me
make your life living that.
nonetheless.
Okay, I get it.
Buzzy,
Look at you ignoring it.
buzz.
Yeah. But you keep avoiding him, though. You act scared.
It's the sound of all the bees in your bonnet. And
Don't act like this now when you've been running away from him 2 or 3 straight scenes.
very sound.
This is where you should have been when you were at the dinner table, man. When the shit first came out. Now you're going to get all tough.
Steady now.
Yeah.
Be
You
brave.
better run.
Don't cry.
He's about to knock you out. Yeah.
What the hell?
He's got bigger problems.
Dr. Dorian.
Oh, shit.
Whiz kid.
Oh, is that my new nickname? Because,
No.
I started calling me that in high school when I was in our production of The Wiz.
Just take the fucking file.
The Wizard of Oz. Nipsey Russell.
No,
played
whiz
the Tin
kid
Man.
because you whizzed in your pants, dumbass.
On and eat on down the road.
Remember? No, kids can be mean, and everyone just started calling
He
me
just lets
Dorothy.
you keep digging your own grave.
And the lumbar puncture came back negative.
Thank God, meningitis is a big problem.
I don't understand how you could just drop this guy in my lap and expect to make him a top priority.
You
Do
say,
it.
ta-da, so it seems more like a trick. Mr. Zerber, major hospital benefactor.
Oh, that's why.
You know,
Get us
it's
paid.
a lot harder to write a big fat check if you're dead.
Neurology, rheumatology. This guy's been
He's,
turned to every service in the hospital. No one knows what's wrong with him. What do you want me to do?
Better call Dr. House.
Oh, geez, sport. I would say you should stop whining. Find
Figure it out,
it,
bitch.
or you can be damn sure I'm going to give you something to whine about.
That's right, motherfucker.
Okay, fine. After all, I'm the whiz kid.
Yes, you are.
You're now.
Ladies,
You better start getting a crouch
Now that
crowd.
the
Well,
Todd
we
is
got
a
Todd,
resident-
man. They made no changes. I'm very impressed.
Yes, no.
Really? No? Are you serious?
what's up, Tom?
If you ever get these close again, I will end you.
Changing you to a yes because you're feisty.
Rip his head off.
For him? Not your fault.
Yeah, but
No.
he kind of is, though. You encourage it.
What I do wrong?
If you've ever given him a high five, you should be sorry.
No,
See, you don't even realize why I'm upset.
Dumbass.
Why are you smiling?
Because I set your ass up,
Really?
baby. I should have told you how Cox felt about you. I was wrong for talking behind your back, which is a violation of
You're a
the
dick.
our relationship is
Get
based
loud.
on. And that was
Now
wrong.
everybody knows.
My boy's got mad apologizing skills.
Todd, not
Shut
now.
the fuck up, Todd.
You have to go deeper. And Todd, if you say that's what she said,
yeah. We're not the
come
office.
on,
We're
baby.
better.
Connect with me. Why am I really upset?
You're at fucking work, man. Can you do this at home?
Trusting final
People
answer.
are dying. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I got half a mind to ask her out.
Kick his ass.
Too soon?
It's always too soon, Todd. Always.
Thanks for the loners, Chet.
Yeah, man.
Ain't 'em. Once you're a resident,
That's the tallest actor I've ever seen.